Ever wonder why, in an age of powerful antibiotics, we're still talking about an ancient disease like gonorrhea? It seems like it should be history, right? But it's not. In fact, it's making a bit of a comeback, and the reasons why are pretty surprising. Let us get one thing straight from the start. Gonorrhea is not just a down there problem. Many people think it only affects the genitals, but that's a huge misconception. Imagine having a sore throat that just won't quit, no matter what you do. It could be strep, or it could be gonorrhea. Yes, you can get it in your throat from oral sex, and often it has no symptoms at all, or just feels like a mild irritation. Similarly, it can infect the rectum. This might cause some discomfort, itching, or even discharge, but again, it can be completely silent. You might just think it's a bit of an upset stomach, or hemorrhoids. And here's one that surprises most people. It can infect your eyes. This is called gonococcal conjunctivitis. It can happen if infected fluids touch your eye, and it's particularly serious in newborns if the mother is infected during childbirth. It causes redness, swelling, and a thick discharge. So, before we even talk about the more well-known signs, remember gonorrhea can show up in places you'd least expect. Now, let's talk about the classic symptoms. In men, it often causes a burning sensation during urination and a discharge from the penis that can be white, yellow, or green. Some might also experience painful or swollen testicles. But here's the catch. Some men have no symptoms at all. For women, it's even trickier. Most women with gonorrhea have no symptoms. If they do, they're often mild and can be mistaken for a bladder or vaginal infection. They might include painful urination, increased vaginal discharge, or bleeding between periods. Because the symptoms are so vague or non-existent, many people don't know they have it. This is where transmission gets complicated. Gonorrhea is caused by a bacterium called Neisseria. Gonorrhea, it spreads through sexual contact, vaginal, anal, or oral with an infected person. Since so many people are asymptomatic carriers, they can pass it on without ever realizing they're sick. This is a key reason why it's still so widespread. It's a silent spreader. Here's another important piece of the puzzle: co-infection. It's very common for someone with gonorrhea to also have chlamydia. These two bacterial infections are like partners in crime. They thrive in the same environments and are transmitted in the same ways. That's why when you get tested for one, doctors will almost always test you for the other. They often go hand. So what happens if you don't get it treated? You might think, if I have no symptoms, what's the big deal? Well, untreated gonorrhea can lead to serious and permanent health problems. In women, it can cause pelvic inflammatory disease, or PID. This is a severe infection of the reproductive organs that can damage the fallopian tubes, leading to chronic pain, ectopic pregnancies, and even infertility. In men, it can lead to epididymitis, a painful condition that, in rare cases, can also cause infertility. And in very rare instances, the infection can spread to the blood or joints, which can be life-threatening. This is why getting tested is so crucial. Even if you feel perfectly fine, knowing your status is the only way to protect yourself and your partners from these long-term consequences. So how do we protect ourselves? The most effective way is abstinence. But for those who are sexually active, using condoms consistently and correctly during any type of sexual contact dramatically reduces the risk. Regular testing is also a cornerstone of prevention, especially if you have new or multiple partners. Open communication with your partners about sexual health and getting tested together can build trust and keep you both safe. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. It's serious. Just give me the antibiotics and I'll be fine. And for a long time, it was that simple. But things have changed. Treating gonorrhea isn't as straightforward as it used to be. The bacteria has become smarter, and our old methods are becoming less effective. In our next video, we'll dive into why doctors are now treating gonorrhea so differently, the rise of a scary phenomenon known as supergonorrhea, and what the future of treatment looks like. It's a story of evolution and a race against time that you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for the next part of this important conversation. See you then.